Welcome back to Fun Anime Recaps. This is a sequel to the last video, please click on the title card to watch that first. After saving the world, things don't end for Asahi and gang. Now that it's summer, Asahi gets up the nerve to invite Yoko to the pool. The problem is, Yoko doesn't know how to swim and thinks that Asahi is asking her so they both could practice. To Asahi's consternation, Yoko invites both Nagisa and Shiho to join them, and Asahi's three friends wind up going too. Shiho leads the swimming lesson, with Nagisa as her assistant, but her perverted instructions get Shimada into big trouble. Her next set of instructions cause Nagisa to knock her out and take her place as instructor, naturally in a militaristic manner, but her teaching style nearly drowns both Yoko and Asahi. Mikan then shows up with her two little brothers, and without her camera for once, and for the first time shows a softer side when talking about Asahi. After the pool closes and everyone is on their way home, Asahi and Yoko both make excuses and ditch the gang, meeting at the school that evening. It turns out that Yoko wants to continue her swimming lessons at the school pool. After some more practice, Yoko tells Asahi about how her parents learned to swim and how her life has changed for the better since she and Asahi met, but things take an embarrassing turn when they begin to address each other by their first names for the very first time, secretly watched by Akane. Akata, Sakurada, and Shimada invite Asahi and Yoko, but Yoko is reluctant to come for the fear of revealing her secret. However, Asahi convinces her, and although there is constant danger of Yoko's being exposed, such as the bats hovering outside or her wings appearing, things seem to have been going well until Mikan, who is working at the restaurant as a waitress, appears with her latest batch of Russian cream puffs for Yoko to try. To protect Yoko, Asahi, joined by Shimada, who doesn't know the lethal effects of Mikan's pastry, eat them all, with the expected result. The next day at school, Mikan is distraught, having lost her heathen queen glasses. Asahi, Yoko, and Nagisa join her in searching for them. It turns out that Akane stole them, and a major chase through the school begins with Akane using her magic tricks, culminating in her creating clones wearing identical glasses, but Akari breaks up the chase, returns the glasses and drags Akane off for punishment. Later, by the riverside, Nagisa learns the truth about the glasses, that they are inhabited by a Fukunakami, a god of good fortune, in this case, a god in training, and that this Fukunakami inhabited the glasses because they were filled with the good memories about Mikan's childhood and her true feelings for Asahi. Rather than admit to her true feelings, Mikan repeatedly tries to throw the glasses away, but is stopped by Nagisa, who challenges her to face Asahi without them. The glasses tell Mikan that if she won't admit her feelings to Asahi it will just confess to Asahi right when he and Yoko reach them. In a panic, Mikan tries to put the glasses on again, and in the ensuing confusion Nagisa winds up wearing the glasses just as the Fukunakami blurts out the confession of love towards Asahi, making it sound, to everybody's shock, that Nagisa had spoken. Asahi and Nagisa were invited by Yoko, Shimada, Oka, and Sakura, respectively, to the summer festival. However, Yoko tricked them into spending an exciting time alone together. Yoko and Shiho follow Asahi and Nagisa around to watch what they do together. Asahi, trying to make the atmosphere less awkward, invites Nagisa to play at the shooting gallery. Yoko becomes flustered while watching the two of them play and loses track of where they went. Soon after, Mikan shows up with her two little brothers and helps the two of them look for Asahi and Nagisa. Soon after they find the two of them, Nagisa trips and falls onto Asahi, then realizing her love for him. After the incident at the summer festival, Yoko has been avoiding Asahi, unaware of how she really felt about the incident. Asahi continually tries to do things together with Yoko, but she runs away before they could. Shiho talks with Yoko about being more honest about her own feelings. Meanwhile, Asahi asks Sakura, Shimada, and Oka for advice on approaching Yoko again. Nagisa evaluates her own feelings in the hallway and comes to the conclusion that she needs to apologize to them in person. Akane comes up the stairway and says that she has heard Nagisa's inner voice, which she would rather have Yoko out of the picture so that she could be with Asahi instead. Nagisa denies the claim, but Akane persists until Akari comes and drags her back to the principal's office again. Upon leaving, Akane dropped a photo taken at the summer festival. Nagisa looks at the photo on the staircase, concluding that she would keep the photo for personal use only. A few moments later, Asahi and his friends come down the staircase and notice her, in which she tries to hide the photo from them. Mikan also arrives, coming up the stairs and wondering what the commotion was about. Mikan becomes suspicious after seeing Nagisa back up, so she tries to take the picture that the other is hiding. Pushing the two of them into the wall, Nagisa accidentally lets go of the photo, which coincidentally lands in Asahi's hands. Nagisa, in a fret, shoves ice cream into Asahi's eyes and takes the photo back. Everyone watched as Nagisa got rid of the evidence by eating the photo before their eyes. Asahi, who can't see, puts his arms against a wall blocking Nagisa in. Yoko, who passes by and sees this, runs away. At her house in the bathtub, she begins to think about everything that happened over the past few days, including what Shiho said. At Asahi's, Asahi has a nightmare that Yoko and him couldn't be friends anymore. The next morning, Asahi finds Yoko, who says to meet her on the rooftop in the evening. Asahi decides that he was going to confess to her on the rooftop. Nagisa overheard his conversation, and she wonders what she was going to have to do. Mikan, who was also revealed to have been watching, explains about all of Asahi's old love confessions. And how Yoko was the only serious love he has ever had. Nagisa understood what she had to do, and while Asahi was making his way towards the rooftop, stopped him. Persistently being chased, Asahi ran for his life as Nagisa tried to knock him out with a sleep-inducing device. Asahi decided he had enough and climbed up a stack of desks and chairs to make his way to the rooftop. When he got there, he saw Yoko being taken away by a mysterious bat revealed to be her father. Asahi, Akari, Nagisa, Shiho and Akane pursue Yoko but are hampered by Akari's refusal to exceed the speed limit and risk damaging her new car. Akane knocks out Akari and uses her powers to take control of the car but ends up destroying it in the process. Asahi, Nagisa and Shiho break into the mansion and are confronted by Yoko's father Genjurm. Asahi asks him to return Yoko but is questioned about his relationship with Yoko. Yoko arrives, and the trio try to help her escape, only to learn that her father was bringing her home because her mother is sick. She had wanted Asahi to come to the rooftop so that she could tell him that she was going home for a bit. Genjurm learns that Asahi knows Yoko's secret and chases after them, but Asahi is able to get him to slip on a banana peel. While hiding in her room, Yoko and Asahi talk over what happened at the school festival. Genjurm tries to force Asahi out of Yoko's room, but Yoko's mother Toko arrives and frightens him into running off. Yoko and Asahi go to talk to Genjurm, and Nagisa exposes herself as an alien to him. Asahi offers to have his memories of Yoko's secret erased if Genjurm promises to allow Yoko to continue with school. Genjurm agrees, but only if Asahi erases all of his memories of Yoko. Nagisa is unable to go through with the act, however, and Yoko tackles Asahi before he can do so himself. Just as she is about to confess her feelings for him, Genjurm collapses, and Nagisa realizes that the hammer must have hit Genjurm when Yoko tackled Asahi. Nagisa and Yoko talk about how much they like being with the other students. The next morning, Akari and Akane pick up the students. Akari made Akane pay for a new car in full. Genjurm pretends that he doesn't care that Yoko is leaving, but runs after the car waving goodbye. If you made it this far into the video, here's a cookie. Please consider subscribing, because I'll be posting many more fun anime recaps like this. Please leave a like as well. See you in the next one.